Confidence and self-esteem, two words that get thrown around a lot, but how often do we really think about what they mean? More importantly, how often do we confuse them? Here's the reality. They're not the same. Confidence is what the world sees, but self-esteem, that's what you see when you're alone with your thoughts. And here's where things get interesting. Confidence can have a dark side. It can be a mask, a performance, something you put on to hide what's going on underneath. But self-esteem? That's the unshakable core beneath the surface, the foundation of who you are. In this video, we're diving deep into confidence and self-esteem. I'm going to show you the difference between the two, the traps of dark confidence, and how to build true self-esteem so you can thrive in any situation. The first step starts with confidence. A lot of guys think confidence is everything. They see someone who's loud, bold, and assertive and assume, that's what I need to be. But let me tell you something. Not all confidence is created equal. There's genuine confidence, and then there's dark confidence. Dark confidence comes from a place of insecurity. It's about overcompensating, trying to prove something to the world because deep down, you don't feel like enough. This kind of confidence can look like arrogance, like putting others down to lift yourself up, or chasing external validation to feel worthy. I used to live in that space. I thought confidence meant being the loudest in the room, dominating conversations, and always winning. But you know what I realized? That kind of confidence is exhausting because it's fake. It's a house of cards that crumbles the moment you face a real challenge. Real confidence, on the other hand, isn't about proving anything. It's quiet. It's steady. It comes from within. The second step is the foundation of self-esteem. So if confidence is the outer layer, self-esteem is the core. And here's the catch. You can have confidence without self-esteem, but you can't have real, lasting confidence without a strong foundation of self-esteem. Let me break it down. Confidence is situational. It's about your ability to do something, like giving a speech, hitting a personal best in the gym, or asking someone out. Self-esteem, on the other hand, is about your intrinsic value as a person. It's knowing you're worthy, even when you're not winning. This is where a lot of guys go wrong. They chase confidence by trying to master skills or impress others, thinking it'll make them feel better about themselves. But if your self-esteem is low, no amount of external success will ever be enough. Building self-esteem starts with self-acceptance. It means looking at yourself, the good, the bad, and the ugly, and saying, "This is me, and I'm okay with that." It's not about being perfect. It's about being real. For example, I used to tie my self-worth to achievements. If I wasn't accomplishing something, I felt like I didn't matter. But over time, I realized that no trophy, no promotion, and no amount of praise could fill the void. I had to learn to value myself for who I was, not just for what I could do. The third step is about external validation. It feels good, right? You post something online, and the likes roll in. Someone compliments you, and you feel like you're on top of the world. But here's the problem. When you rely on external validation, you're giving other people control over your confidence. Think about it. What happens when the likes stop, or when someone criticizes you? If your sense of self-worth is tied to what others think, you're on a roller coaster you can't control. I used to chase validation constantly. Whether it was through social media, relationships, or even just trying to impress my peers, I was addicted to that feeling of being noticed. But it was never enough. No matter how much praise I got, I always felt like I needed more. The solution? Start focusing on internal validation. Celebrate your wins, no matter how small, because you noticed them, not because someone else did. Set goals that matter to you, not to impress anyone else. When you stop relying on external validation, you take back control of your confidence. The fourth topic is where the real transformation happens. To build true confidence, you have to face the parts of yourself you've been running from, the insecurities, the fears, the failures. Most people avoid this because it's uncomfortable. But here's the truth. Your darkness is where your strength lies. Think about it. Every time you faced a challenge or survived something hard, you've grown. Those scars, they're proof of your resilience. But if you ignore them, you miss out on the lessons they've taught you. I used to hide from my flaws. I thought that if people saw my weaknesses, they'd think less of me. But the moment I started owning them, acknowledging my mistakes, my fears, and my insecurities, I felt free. Instead of trying to hide my darkness, I started using it as fuel. Here's a challenge for you. Write down the parts of yourself you're most ashamed of. Then ask yourself, how can I turn this into a strength? You'll be surprised at how much power you've been hiding from yourself. Now, for the last step, if you want unshakable confidence, you have to build it from the inside out. That starts with self-esteem. Here's how to do it. Know your values. Confidence becomes unshakable when it's rooted in something deeper than external success. Take the time to figure out what truly matters to you, your values, your passions, your purpose. Face your fears. Confidence grows every time you step outside your comfort zone. Whether it's speaking up, taking risks, or trying something new, each win builds your self-belief. Invest in yourself. The more you improve yourself, mentally, physically, and emotionally, the more confident you become. Read, learn, train, and grow. Own your story. Stop apologizing for who you are. Your experiences, your flaws, your strengths, they make you unique. Own them. When you build self-esteem, confidence stops being something you have to prove. It becomes something you just are. Here's the bottom line. Confidence is the outer shell, but self-esteem is the foundation. Without self-esteem, confidence is just a mask. But when you build both, you become unstoppable. If you found this video helpful, hit that subscribe button and join the journey. This channel is all about unlocking the best version of yourself, and I've got more powerful content coming your way. Now I want to hear from you. Which part of this video hit home for you? Drop a comment below and let me know. I'll be reading and responding to as many as I can. Remember, confidence isn't about being perfect. It's about being real. And when you combine confidence with self-esteem, you'll unlock a power most people only dream of.